You can start.
A fanatical good evening and a heartful namaste to all the soulful people present over here. Well, speech is silver, silence is golden. Your take. This word, your take. This is what matters in every person's life. Whatever you think, whatever you do, whatever you realize that it is what required, that matters. Well, there was a person. He was traveling from London to Calcutta. Well, he was in an airplane and he was just observing outside. He saw that sky was blue, sea was blue, in the horizon the sun was shining. He was silent enough, but he asked himself, why? Well, he gave the answer for it himself, that the scattering phenomena of light, and he is the person called C.V. Raman, whom no one is there that we don't know. That kind of question never arises when we talk about C.V. Raman. Well, now we have talking about silence. Silence doesn't just mean that it is the concept of staying to themselves. Yes, it is staying to themselves, but also speaking to themselves. They have their inner soul and they'll be continuously conversing with their inner souls. Yes. And then, well, if we move a bit forward in this category, well, speech, it is also a weapon. With words, we can change lives. With words, we can change decisions. With words, we can inspire people. Well, I have been mostly inspired by the words of Sudha Murthy. Well, she is prominently known as wife of Narayan Murthy. But according to me, she is not wife of Narayan Murthy. She is Sudha Murthy, a prominent soul, such a beautiful soul. She's a living example of what a woman is. Well, I am a daughter of my father who always loves to say that my daughter is daughter, not like my son. She's a daughter. This is what matters. My father loved to say that she's a daughter rather than saying that she's a daughter like son. This is what? In words. Every word affects a person. Every word affects a decision too. Well, if we move on much more into this, speech. What is speech? Speech is not something which is technically written and given verbally. It is not that. Speech is something which inspires people. Inspires people in such a way that they take decisions of their life in such a way that they inculcate something in their own souls that it becomes a developmental thing. One fine day, they'll remember back those words which they have heard and comes back to those days where they were silent enough and heard to that speech. Silence and speech both do matter in our lives very much. Very much in the sense, too much. Well, in this sense, we can also go into another sector, that speaking and listening. When a person listens to the thing, when a person is speaking, that is when he can understand that and explore that and limitize himself to concentrate on a specific thing. Yeah, I need to learn it. I need to understand it. Yes, I need to explore it. And many other cross sectors arise in his mind. So, speech is silver. While why it is silver? Just silver. Why not gold? Why not diamond? It is silver because words do matter. Words sometimes do affect people in a negative manner too. If I suddenly come and say, "Hey idiot, what are you doing?" It is not a matter of thing of expression. Instead, I can say, "Dear, what are you doing?" Here, it hurts people too. So it is dropped a bit down to silver. Well, silence is golden. Why? Because when you are silent enough to listen to people, that is when you can understand people and speak to the people. So, I would like to conclude by saying that speech, silence, everything do matter. When you're silent enough, you're going to speech in such a way that that silence breaks and becomes explosion of understanding and exploration. Thank you.